Hello, this is Emma of EmmaLiveYoga and welcome to this 30-day Ashtanga Yoga Challenge, and we are on day 5. So day 4, we had a look at Padmasana, the first of the 3 lotus positions. We'll be looking at the remaining 2 lotus positions today as part of our flow. So as always, sit tall. We'll begin with the opening chant. Take an inhale. Vande Gurunam Charana Ravinde Samdasht Satsva Sapara Bodhe Neshte Se Jankai Kayamani Samsara Hara Muha Shantye Abahu Purushikaram Shankha Chakrasi Tarinam Sahasrashvrasam Shvetam Pranamani Patanjalim. Release the hands, lift the gaze. We'll begin with Surya Namaskar A. So remember, you can go from seated, you can go from high kneeling, or you can go from standing. So I'm coming through to standing. You choose a base which works for you. Remember, this is a beginner's class, so do what you need to do. That's okay. So you can have the feet together or feet hip distance apart. Stand tall. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale to lift. Remember that scoop up the arms. Lift the gaze if you wish. Exhale to fold. Remember, you can bend the knees, but the hands must stay on the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands are still on the floor. Don't lift to the fingertips. Exhale, bend the knees. Step back to plank or knees down plank and lower through chaturanga. Inhale to lift. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Exhale to dog. Let me stay here for 5. 1. Knees down is always an option. 2. Relax the head and neck. 3. Strong Ujjayi breath. Remember to establish your drishti. 4. And for a full downward dog, firm the muscles of the legs. Reach the heels towards the floor. And 5. Look forward, bend the knees. Inhale, step, jog or jump. Exhale to fold. Relax through the head. Inhale to lift. Press through the heels all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Good. So I'll move to Surya Namaskar B. Again, I'm doing the standing. Feel free to take any of the bases from previously. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, sit back. Exhale to fold. Relax the head. Inhale to lift. Exhale, legs back and lowering. Remember your options. Inhale to lift. Choose back bend of choice. Exhale to dog. Right leg. Inhale, right leg, palms touch. If you're seated, it's just the arms that lift. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to dog. Left leg. Inhale, left leg, palms touch. Just do your best. So it's tricky. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale to lift, back bend of choice. Exhale to dog. 1. So here is the relaxed phase. 2. Over time, downward dog, believe it or not, becomes a rest position. 3. It doesn't feel too restful, that's okay. If you need to bring your knees down, please do. 4. If you're seated, you just fold it forward and you're breathing into those deep back muscles. 5. Look forward. Inhale, come through, step, jog or jump. Exhale to fold. Release the head. Inhale, sit back, palms together and lift. Exhale. Samasthiti. From here, we'll take a vinyasa to the final 3. Inhale to lift, scoop up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift, just the chest, not the hands. Exhale, legs back and lowering. Inhale to lift. Good. Exhale to dog. Inhale, look forward, step, jog or jump through to seated. And we revisit Padmasana, which we covered on day 4. So remember your seated options: outstretched legs, cross-legged, half lotus, or full lotus. From here, wrap the arms around the back. If you're in lotus, take the toes. Big inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold forwards. 1, remember your drishti. If I say Pinocchio, you might know what I mean. 2, begin to level out the breath, but squeeze the bandhas. 3, so you have Mula Bandha squeeze in. 4, you have Uddiyana Bandha squeezing. 5, you have the drawing in of the lower abdominals to facilitate the forward bend. 6, and just allow the breath to deepen the movement rather than any force or striving. 7, try to equalize the breath. 8, 9, 10. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. We keep the same arm position, leg position, but we release the arms to Padmasana. First, fingers and thumbs gently connect. Make sure the fingers aren't floppy, they're straight. You have a straight line of energy from the shoulder to the tip of the longest finger to create kind of a triangle shape. Roll the shoulders back, lift across the sternum. Sit tall with the back as long as it can be. Inhale. I'll show from a different angle, so your back stays completely straight. And then exhale, just the chin drops. 1. So we have the same drishti, Nasagraya drishti, tip of the nose. 2, make the chest a big vessel for breath. 3, 4. Over time, the abdomen becomes relatively still. 6, but as beginners, really we just want to even out the breath initially. 7, maintain this uplift through the spine. 8, make sure the pressure between the thumb and first finger is quite gentle. 9, as if you were holding the wing of a butterfly. And 10, inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, release. Our final lotus position is also known as the final sting in the tail, and it's called Uth Plutihi, which means to lift up. So it might be you bring the hands to the side of the hips, and what you're trying to do is eventually to lift the sitting bones and virtually everything up away from the floor. This is much easier from a full lotus position. But full lotus might not be in your practice, might be something you're working towards. It might never be in your practice. You can still do this posture without doing a full lotus. So spread out the fingers as much as you can. Your hands become your feet in yoga. That's it. Round the shoulders, but know that you're going to keep looking forward towards the tip of the nose. Uth Plutihi. Inhale, exhale, lifting. 1. So the lift might be an internal lift where you stay on the floor. 2, and that's fine. So think about drawing in the abdominals, creating the hollow body. 3, you might be able to lift the sitting bones away from the floor or not. 4, if you're in full lotus, you try and stay up, but if you come down, that's okay. 5, if you need to come down, that's okay, but always try and go back up. 6, keep looking towards the tip of the nose. 7, another thing you can do is to lift the knees and possibly lift the ankles. 8, or not, just see. 9, 10, exhale, come down, release the wrists, do circles. Then we have what we call the vinyasa, final vinyasa to freedom. This comes right at the end of the primary. Pretty tired by now, but you can take this final vinyasa, which leads to shavasana, so it's kind of your reward. So you can cross at the ankles, take the feet underneath you. If you're seated, you'll just do a seated vinyasa, which involves following the instruction to inhale and exhale with that action that we looked at in the very first section. So no, any vinyasa can look like this. You don't always have to be jumping around. If you want to take an option of a vinyasa, with standing, then you can take the legs back, you roll forwards, uncross the ankles, and then step back into a plank position, or you can jump back into a plank position. So you see what works for you. The jump, keep hold of your pelvic floor, and then exhale, elbows in, lower all the way down, Chaturanga Dandasana, release the toes. Inhale to lift, remember your back bend choices. Exhale to dog. Inhale, step jog or jump through, and then come all the way down to your well-deserved Padmasana. So open the palms of the hands, floppy ankles. Alternative positions are always welcome. Take a big inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. And again, big inhale. Exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale. Letting go of Bandha, Dristi, Ujjayi, and the count. Allow yourself a few moments to absorb the prana. As body and mind drift towards stillness. Maybe feel any shifts which have occurred in the body, mind, breath. Feeling how the practice deals with you holistically. And if you wish to stay longer, please feel free. Otherwise, begin to deepen the breath. Exhale as you bring movements to fingers and toes, moving the head from side to side. And inhale as you reach up and back into fingers and toes, big full body stretch. Exhale, bending at the knees and the elbows, gather the knees in, have a gentle rock from side to side until you can roll over to one side. Pause for a moment, feel heavy, feel centered. And then inhale as you press yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. To close our practice, sit tall with the heart space. Bringing the hands to Anjali, take an inhale and exhale, namaste. So thank you for practicing with me on day 5, well done. I hope you can join me for day 6. If you're enjoying this series, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Find me on Instagram for lots more inspiration. Take care.